Hey there everybody, Manly Starman here. Welcome to part 18 of my Hunger Games series. In this part, most of the main Fire Emblem lore is from across the series. I believe the only character I'm missing is the self-insert character of Chris, but I don't think too many people are going to complain about that considering how unpopular Chris is. And there's also the fact that I didn't include any of the side game lords like the ones introduced in the Warriors games. Mainly because I just didn't care to. Really quick before jumping in, I just want to call out something. Ike is in his Path of Radiance design just because I massively prefer this design over the beefcake they made him in Radiant Dawn. The Three Houses lords are just in their time skip design just because. And for the self-inserts with Corrin, Byleth, and Alear, I included images that have both female and male variations together. Just because, instead of just me deciding for myself, oh, which one's the main one, or which one's the more popular one, I decided I could just make the image both of them, and the viewers at home can decide which one it is. So if you want specifically male Corrin, that's male Corrin. You want specifically female Alear, it's female Alear, and so on and so forth. As for my prediction of who I think would win, my first vote goes to Byleth, just because Three Houses is my favorite game in the series. And also Ike, mainly because I main him in Smash Brothers. With that quick introduction out of the way, let us proceed to the bloodbath. And pray it's not as much of a bloodbath as the Undertale/Deltarune episode was. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Ike runs, Claude runs, Erica receives a trident, Byleth snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag, Sigurd, Marth, and Micaiah work together to get as many supplies as possible. Eliwood throws a knife into Corrin's chest, rip the feet fetishists. Lucina breaks Celis' nose for a basket of bread. Chrom kills Lyn with a hatchet. Oh wow, fan favorite going out second. Celica runs. Dimitri scares Alm away. Hector runs. Leaf runs. Ephraim finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Alear runs, and Edelgard finds Roy hiding in the cornucopia, but Roy kills her. Oh wow, way to go, Roy. Turn the tables. Day 1. Eliwood explores the arena. Celica goes hunting. Ephraim receives an explosive. Chrom begs for Claude to kill him. He refuses, keeping Chrom alive, as well as the status quo. Erica receives fresh food. Micaiah camouflages herself in the bushes. Byleth makes a wooden spear, so the training spear. Ike questions his sanity. Marth discovers a river. Seliph discovers a cave. Roy begs for Dimitri to kill him. He refuses, keeping Roy alive. Alear overhears Hector and Lucina talking in the distance. Alm makes a slingshot. And Leaf defeats Sigurd in a fight, but spares his life. 3 cannon shots. Night 1. Celica convinces Eliwood to snuggle with her. Ephraim and Seliph sleep in shifts. Alear and Byleth hold hands. Sigurd and Chrom run into each other and decide a truce for the night. Ike and Micaiah talk about the tribute still alive. Makes sense those two are together. Dimitri cries himself to sleep. Erica thinks about winning. Leaf cooks his food before putting his fire out. Alm attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Hector and Roy huddle for warmth. Lucina passes out from exhaustion. Claude quietly hums. And Marth attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Day 2. Dimitri searches for firewood. Leaf questions his sanity. Ephraim practices his archery. Sigurd kills Eliwood with a sickle. Hector constructs a shack. Marth discovers a cave. Alear discovers a river. Byleth injures themselves. Micaiah tends to Erica's wounds. Celica searches for a water source. Seliph practices his archery. Roy forces Lucina to kill Claude or Ike. She decides to kill Claude. And Chrom runs from Alm. 2 cannon shots. Night 2. Micaiah receives clean water. Roy catches Alear off guard and kills them. Wow, Roy's put it in work so far. Killed 2 popular characters, and forced Lucina to kill another. Erica defeats Lucina in a fight but spares her life. Marth receives fresh food. Sigurd and Ephraim tell stories about themselves to each other. Hector, Dimitri, and Byleth cheerfully sing songs together. Krom destroys Leaf's supplies while he is asleep. And Alm, Celica, Ike, and Selef tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Day 3. Micaiah sprains her ankle while running away from Celica. Leaf sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Erica tries to spearfish with a trident. Lucina questions her sanity. Alm receives fresh food. Sigurd receives fresh food. Krom attacks Selef, but he manages to escape. Dimitri collects fruit from a tree. Roy runs away from Hector. Marth, Ephraim, and Ike start fighting, but Ephraim runs away as Marth kills Ike. And Byleth searches for firewood. 2 cannon shots. Night 3. Marth tends to his wounds. Roy and Alm huddle for warmth. Leaf tries to sing himself to sleep. Sigurd and Selef huddle for warmth. Yep, makes sense. Hector questions his sanity. Micaiah climbs a tree to rest. Dimitri starts a fire. Erica quietly hums. Krom starts a fire. Celica, Ephraim, and Byleth sleep in shifts. And Lucina is awoken by nightmares. Day 4. Alm bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Dimitri hunts for other tributes. Byleth tries to spearfish with a trident. Micaiah makes a slingshot. Krom diverts Ephraim's attention and runs away. Leaf, Sigurd, Lucina, and Selef hunt for other tributes. Celica sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Marth makes a slingshot. Erica practices her archery. Roy receives a hatchet. And Hector tries to spearfish with a trident. An event. The remaining tributes begin to hallucinate. Celica, Byleth, Dimitri, and Roy survive. Sigurd and Lucina decide to jump down the rabbit hole to Wonderland, which turns out to be a pit of rocks. Hector drowns Erica, who he thought was a shark trying to eat him. Leaf, Micaiah, Krom, Selef, Ephraim, and Marth all survive. 4 cannon shots. A pretty balanced, even game, like we've had at least a kill every day. Night 4. Leaf fends Ephraim, Micaiah, and Celica away from his fire. Krom convinces Byleth to snuggle with him. Dimitri tends to Hector's wounds. Roy looks at the night sky. Selef thinks about winning, and Marth loses sight of where he is. Day 5. Roy is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Hector chases Leaf. Marth attacks Selef, but he manages to escape. Celica overpowers Krom, killing him. Ephraim searches for firewood. Micaiah and Dimitri work together for the day. And Byleth searches for a water source. 1 cannon shot. Night 5. Dimitri convinces Celica to snuggle with him. Micaiah thinks about home. Byleth receives medical supplies. Leaf stabs Roy with a tree branch. Marth dies from hunger. Selef thinks about winning. And Hector severely slices Ephraim with a sword. Another event, the feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Byleth doesn't go. Selef sets off an explosive, killing Micaiah and Celica. Hector's trap kills Dimitri. And Leaf accidentally steps on a landmine. Oh wow, and just like that, we're down to the final 3, aren't we? Yeah, we are, look at that. Maybe my pick can actually do it this time. Day 6. Byleth attempts to climb a tree but falls to their death. So close, man. And Selef shoots an arrow into Hector's head. So, with 9 cannon shots, the winner is Selef. From a game I haven't even played yet, sadly. Once again, kind of like the Mother episode, I really wasn't expecting Selef of all characters to do it, but here we are. Let's see, he managed to get 3 kills though, along with Hector. Leaf, Celica, and Marth got 1. Roy got 2. Krom, Lucina, Sigurd got 1. And Eliwood got 1. Well, that was pretty short and simple. Thankfully not as short as last episode, but hey, I'll take it. Well, maybe Byleth will have a better chance to take it for next time in part 19, where I'll be looking at all the newcomers they added for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. See you guys then.